Howdy, howdy ho. Now I want you to know, Gabe actually came right up to my door and hand-delivered this. Just kidding, I'm full of shit. So what's more important for you to know is that when this gets shipped to you, it gets shipped in its actual box. Now I figured this out the hard way. I tore the label off there because I had actually already cut the tape trying to open this up, thinking I would get another box inside, but you don't. So just thought you should know that. I think that's kind of a high risk for theft because it makes it easy to identify, and on the label it actually says what's in the box and which model, which mine is a 256, so thought you should have that warning. Well, it's telling me I gotta charge this sucker. Not really sure what the heck this is supposed to be. I think this is the power adapter. Oh, I realized you couldn't see that. Yep, this is the power adapter. Ain't much here, but I do want to check something. This only says it's a 3 amp, and with the voltage I can probably figure out the wattage, but the point is that this needs a 45 watt power adapter, so there are probably a lot of power adapters you can't use to both power this and charge it at the same time as you play it. And we're getting to the meat and potatoes. Okay, I didn't know the carrying case actually had a nice little handle. That's a nice touch. I guess you could kind of holster this baby if you got to. Didn't think this was going to be here. Move this out of the way there. Oh, ho, ho. So the first thing you're gonna notice is that it's big and black. Oh, come on, man. Actually, it's really not that big when you look at it from this perspective here. In fact, when you compare it to a Switch using a properly ergonomic sized set of Joy-Con, it really ain't that big. You know, one of the first things I'm noticing is that it's actually quite a bit more ergonomic than you might believe. In fact, for y'all that remember the Wii U days, this feels like a very refined Wii U gamepad. I would have preferred for this price that they went with the Elite controller method and had a steel column ring that allows for an anti-fric... Damn, how do I say that? As it stands now, this has a little bit of friction. Overall, I'm quite impressed by the build quality. This actually looks a lot better in person than it does in pictures. Now, I do feel that these programmable buttons on the back are a little too hard to press. I mean, I get that they thought of everything, including porn games, so that you can play one-handed, but I would have preferred them to be a little easier to press. The last thing I want to note is that I've been purposely holding on to it for a few minutes. The weight really isn't that bad, but I will tell you, if you're holding this up in an awkward position or something, like say on top of your bed while you're laying down, this might tire your arms out a little faster than a Switch. After just a few minutes of looking at it, it's a lot higher quality than you might be imagining. In fact, for the price tag, you might have been expecting it. And of course, as you can imagine, I'll be working on comparing it to the Nintendo Switch, so keep an eye out on that. Last but not least, some of y'all know I already gave away an Xbox Series X, a PS5, and a Switch OLED, so you're probably looking at this like... But I will say that is yet to be determined. I could end up keeping this, or I could end up doing a giveaway, so we'll find out based on how it reviews. I'll see you next time on the Gaming 5.